Hello, how are you doing, kings and queens? I'm your host. You know what I'm going to talk about with the ladies. I want to emphasize and make it very clear because I know dude might say, so what do you mean by being the second best? That means you be the male mistress. That means you be the rebound. No, it doesn't mean that because that's what the ladies had a friend for, the friend zone for. That's where you be the male mistress and the rebound and the sloppy seconds. It's a completely different thing. So being the number two or right hand man is way different from being in the friend zone. Once again, you still have a lot of juice. The juice is worth the squeeze. You still have a lot of pull as being number two. So that's why don't get the beta zones, the uh, friend zone guys, your number two spot. You understand? And another thing too is please don't be frustrated or upset if the lady is showing the number one guy more attention, maybe not you. Um, and another thing too is you could go from number two to number one by not associating yourself with the same lady. Because when you associate yourself with the same lady, then not only right, not only do you go for anything, but then you could go from number two, then you go to being um, the nice guy, then you go to being beta guy, then you go to being friend zone, then you go to being a slave, a prisoner, and miserable. So that's why I use the number two spot wisely. Number two is once again you're the alpha gen. So you may not get orderlies all the time, but for the most part, if you play your cards right, you can find the right lady who will like you for you. So that's why I say to work smarter and use the number two spot wisely. You understand? But if you don't use the number two wisely, then you give the spot not you give your power not just to the other dudes, but you give the power to the ladies by saying, "Oh, so he doesn't think highly of himself. To be, he doesn't think highly of himself. He doesn't respect himself. So the reason I keep on going on and on to the great crack of dawn with this is because you are still the same genius as the first alpha male, even though you're alpha male two, even though he might be alpha male 1A, you alpha male 1B. It's similar to choose between Prince and Michael Jackson. You may not be Michael Jackson as 1A, but you still get the sold out stadium as Prince as 1B. So once again, the alpha dude is might be Michael Jackson, and you are Prince um, as 1B. You're both geniuses. Y'all get ladies in different ways. That's what this video is about. To accept your style, accept your different way of getting the females' attention. You might not get the same results as the other dude, but you can enjoy your different connection with the ladies. Embrace it. It'll help you to practice mindfulness. It'll help you to be in the here and now. And once again, uh, the reason I say not to murmur and complain because it's similar to you say, if I'm not getting the ladies, I'm not doing it. If I'm not winning the ladies, I'm not doing it. It's as if you're being a sore loser. Yeah. You only lose if you don't try. You only lose if you feel sorry for yourself. You only lose if you're in the sideline and watch the other dudes get the ladies where you can do the same work as the other dude. So once again, don't, if the other ladies look at you as number two, you just keep on talking talking to the ladies, not the same lady, to other ladies, and to one or two looks at you as number one. If she look at you as alpha gender male, they go to the next lady who may look at you as alpha male, the real alpha male. So look at it as um, the alpha male might have his basic license and you have your provisional license. They both driver's license, just with your provisional license is just with a little bit of reservations. But still, you can still drive just maybe not 24 hours. The other dude might drive 24 hours as alpha male A. You as alpha male B might could drive for 20 hours. That's still a lot. It's not a big deal. That's not into the crowd for spilled milk. Your milk, the alpha male milk might be 100% full. Your milk might be 86% full. It's better than nothing. Or it could be a milkshake. My milkshake brings all the girls to you out. talking about is better than yours. You know you like that song, but the alpha male dude milkshake might be 100% full. Yours might be 90% full. It's better than nothing. So instead of talking about the glass being half full, look at it being, half empty, look at it being half full. See, it's a choice. You have to put things into a proper perspective. This is will help you to get the ladies with you being positive, optimistic. You can still be realistic, but you can be positive, optimistic without being gullible, without being naive, without being a pushover and a sucker. You got it? And this will help you to assert yourself. I say, I know you don't look at me as number one, but I'm gonna show you how number two looks like. I can still get some big victories. I can still get some big W's with the other ladies. It may not be with you, but I'll show you, and then you make the other lady see that she was wrong. You can prove the ladies who look at you as number two or the second best. You can say to the ladies, "I'm gonna take my number two and use it to another lady who may view me as number two." You said, "Don't worry, you look at me as number two. You look at me as A minus, dude. I'm gonna take my number two. I'm gonna take my A minus and turn it into number one. Turn it to a number A plus with uh, some other lady. That's fine. And you show her there's no hard feelings. You show her that you still view her as pretty and you keep it moving. You doing this once again without kissing her tail, without bribing her, without making her change her mind, without buying her drinks, rolling the carpet, without taking pictures of other ladies and dudes and you're not in it too. That's a friend zone. See, and that brings me to my next point. Even if the lady asks you to take a picture with another dude and her as the alpha male, but you can assert yourself and say, all right, he got this time, I got next time. See, but what friend zones and beta guys will do is they'll take a picture of the alpha male, but they're not in the picture. See, they're afraid of action. They're afraid that she'll say no. See, so that's why I'm saying that that's the difference between being number two and being a beta male, being a nice guy, being a friend zone. See, the friend zones, they won't even ask. And that brings me to my next point, too. To treat the lady similar to you asking a question to the professor. Don't be intimidated by the professor. They have to say, you should know this. Of course, don't ask silly questions. Don't be afraid of the professors or the teachers if there's something that you don't know. Because if you don't ask, then that's what will cause you lose points in the test and you may fail the test, then you might get left back, or then you have to spend a lot of money and take the test all over again. Don't care if the professor gets upset, frustrated, or annoyed because this is your money. They're not paying for your education. You're paying for your education, especially if it's a doctorate school, if it's any type of higher institution. You understand? That's how you have to be with the ladies. Don't be afraid of approaching them. They're not God, similar to the professor's not God. They're very smart. They have more experience. They're up the corporate ladder than you, but you don't be afraid of asserting yourself and asking questions. But I say, I need to know for my peace of mind, so I don't lose points on the test, and so I won't fail and repeat this course and repeat this test and spend extra money that I don't have. And you sell yourself the same way as the ladies. If you could ask the professors questions, you can approach the ladies, any ladies you want as number number two. And once again, you don't always have to be number two. Sometimes you'll be number one, and you'll be number one by keep on being consistent. Keep on approaching these ladies, no matter if she says no or she says vamonos. Let's go. So it's up to you on what you do with this number two, with you being one exhibit B, of you being the honorary ladies man, as you being honorable mention, as being the co-captain, the MVP, the VIFP. It's up to you on what you will take from this experience. Remember, please don't use this number two as to make it easier for her to friend zone you. In other words, don't let her say, since you're number two, you automatically friend zone. And once again, you use your number two to keep you near the top of the tier. You might not be at the very top, but you can be at the top or almost the top. You understand? So don't make it easy for the ladies to friend zone you or reject you or do whatever she want to do with your number two. You control the number two. Don't let her control the number two, because when you let the lady control your number two, she'll jack it up and do whatever she wants to do. Call you, give you mixed signals, act as if she's act as if you're the boyfriend 1 minute, but then when you're around other men, she friends on you. You don't have time for none of that mess. You understand? And once again, it's no excuse too. Even if you stumble or stutter, you can still get the ladies. Even if you dance with 2 left foot, you can still get the ladies. It's no uh, excuse. Once again, you turn your number two into cool. Number two is the new cool. Number two is the new too cool for school. Number two is the new breaking the rules for you. The ladies can break the rules for you if you do use number two smart, wisely, as a genius. Number two is the new genius. In other words, second best is a new respect. You were there to respect. No matter what place the ladies may put you, you keep on going. You understand? Even if you might be at the top 50 or the bottom 50 or the bottom 100, you still worthy of respect. You understand? Even if she said you're not a 10 out of 10, but you could still respect yourself, have self-respect as an 8 out of 10 or 8.5 out of 10. Even if the ladies don't think that you're 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, even if she think you're a 7 out of 10 or 6 out of 10, you're still worthy of respect because see, as dudes, will respect the ladies even if she's average or above average. And the ladies got to do the same thing for us too. Got it? Fair is fair. And I'm not saying all the ladies will be disrespectful, but you know you have some who will try you if you don't know your worth. Once again, number two is similar to being the best player in the league. It's similar to LeBron James versus Kevin Durant. LeBron James might be the best, considered the best player in the league, and Kevin Durant might be considered the second best player in the league. But he'll still play. He won't stop playing the game. I say, oh, since LeBron is number one and I'm number two, I'm gonna retire. I'm not playing anymore. I'm gonna give my number two spot. I'm gonna give away my championships. I'm gonna give away my MVP, my Finals MVP. If I'm not winning, I'm not doing it. So please don't have that mentality. It's backwards. That doesn't make sense. Don't let the ladies make you feel that way too. Even if you're the runner-up for the Pretty Boy contest, it's what you do with it and being the runner-up. Uh, if you're a number two in the Pretty Boy contest, you take that to the club every day. Don't just sit out and friend zone yourself and then she friend zone you too because you make it easy for the ladies. Don't make it easy for the ladies because they don't make it easy for us. You got it? Capiche, caproose, caprende. Thanks for listening to me, my kings and queens. I will talk to you later. God bless. Overall, what I'm trying to say is, please don't beat yourself up if she says number two. I say, yeah, you're right. I'm number two. That means that I'm never gonna get the ladies. I'm never gonna get a girlfriend. I'm never gonna get a wife. I'm never gonna get married. I might as well throw in the towel, quit while I'm ahead. You're right. See, don't put all those defeating thoughts in your head because then you won't even leave the house. Then you will throw your life away and miss plentiful opportunities for the ladies who do want to be with you. And another thing too is even if you're number two at a Pretty Boy contest with the dance moves, even though the dude might have won and beat you, but you might have more dance moves than the dude who won. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's number two, um, he had more dance moves. Or you can say, even though I'm number two, I have more dance moves than that dude. That dude know how to work the crowd, but I know how to draw the party. See the difference? So that's why number two could mean so many things. In other words, you could be number two in the dance contest, but you could be number one in knowing how to treat the ladies, knowing how to assert yourself when need be, knowing how to put your foot down, but knowing how to treat the ladies with respect and fairness. You understand? So, in other words, the alpha dude who's 1A might be 1B and maybe communicate with the ladies. You might be 1B in certain things with the ladies, but 1A in communicating with the ladies. So you might be 1B in approach to the ladies, but you might be 1A in communicating with the ladies too. And being witty with the ladies and making the ladies laugh and making the ladies smile. So it's mixed. You can say, even though I'm number two with the ladies, I still know what to do. Even though I'm number two, I know what to do. Not just with the ladies, but with life itself. You got it? Even though I'm number two is a new, making it do what it do. In other words, even though you may be number number two or 1B or gentleman, alpha gentleman as a ladies man, but you could be number one as an overall man. You could be 1A as the better man. Uh, Number one as the overall man that have it together, that's cool, calm, collected, and level-headed, no matter how frustrating things is. See, with 1A, sometimes 1A get the ladies, but then he get frustrated if the ladies occasionally say no to him. But see, with you as 1B, as gentle alpha man, even if the ladies say no or says you have a boyfriend or try to friend zone you, you don't get upset, you don't get frustrated as much as one A as the ultimate alpha man. So then that's another thing. He could be the ultimate alpha male, but you are the alpha male still. But the ultimate alpha male used to have things handed to him. He probably used his looks, his charm to get what he wants to. But see, you have to work for it a little bit smarter, but you don't get upset. You don't get frustrated as much. You find resourceful ways to get the ladies to communicate with you without kissing their tails or compromising your beliefs, without compromising your number two spot, without being a seller. You understand? So that's why I say you can help out alpha male or ultimate alpha male by giving them advice about it's not the end of the world if she says no. It's not the end of the world if she says she has a boyfriend. It's not the end of the world if she tried to friend zone the number one guy or the ultimate alpha male. You can show them from your experience how this made you stronger, how this made you better overall, not only ladies man but man in general. So then the alpha male may turn to you for advice and help you to be cool, calm, collected, and consistent, and not to take the occasional L's personally. Once again, take it professional, take it educational, take it neutral. This is strictly business. It's just business. It's not personal. It's just business. Once again, I'm not talking down to the beta man and nice guys. Cause I know they have it tough too with the ladies, and you could help them. You can help out the ultimate alpha male, and you can help out the nice guy and the beta guys who are in the friend zone and they don't know that they're in the friend zone, who think that they always have hope with the ladies, but the ladies keep on rejecting him and friend zoning him and thinking that they have a chance, but she's leading them on. But the nice guy and the big guy don't know that they're being used and abused by the pretty ladies or the average ladies or the ladies with nice bodies who says just the way, or they'll have a chance with them, but they don't give them the time of the day. So you could help out both, not just the ultimate alpha male, but the nice guys, the friend zones, and the beta guys too. So you are at number two or 1B for a reason, to help out all, to help out the top dog and the underdog. So you are the middle dog. You are the center dog that put the top dog and the middle and the underdog together. See, you can relate to both. You can relate to the top dog and the underdog. See, so you are laid back. You are down to earth. You are simplistic. You are relatable. You are every man's. You are the average dude in a special way. So you're average and special at the same time. Don't make fun of my stuttering skills. I'm keeping it real with you. Even as number two or 1B, even though I might feel as a top dog or the underdog, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm not gonna let these ladies steal my joy. No matter how many times she try to friend zone me, I'm not gonna let her keep me in a friend zone. If she friend zone me, I'll be your friend from a distance. I'm gonna keep on talking to the ladies till I find the right one. I'm not gonna let her friend zone me, not even for a minute. It's not worth it. Because if I for a track and let me friends on me, then I'll be a slave to her. Then I will miss out on other ladies who want to be with me and look at me more than just a friend. So and another thing, don't fall for the ladies' friend zone, because that's poison. That's kryptonite on steroids. That's when she got you. That's when she think that she own you or you are obligated to just her, while she's free to torture any man who she desires. So don't fall for it by saying that that could be you with me. The moment you get yourself together and come to realization and the epiphany, then she gets upset and jealous that you with another woman because you are not falling for her tactics. You're not giving her the attention, the validation uh, anymore. So that's why I say to face your fear of these ladies, face your fear of rejection, face your fear of the friend zone. Once again, she friend zone you. You can get yourself out of it by not associating her friend zone tactics, her friend zone mess, her friend zone manipulation, her friend zone gaslight by saying, "What do you mean you don't? We was more than friends. Friend zone is friend zone." You gotta be careful with ladies who friend zone you too, because she'll block you from other ladies who like you too. Isn't that selfish and cruel? Not all of them do this, but some you have to beware. There's some women who are narcissistic enough who, if there's one or two ladies taking notice of you and say, "Oh, he's taken. She's not right for you. Just follow me a little bit longer." But she don't want anything to do with it. She wants you all to herself. She want a cake and eat it too. So be careful with those friend zones. There's several types of friend zones, but those could be the some of the toughest and worst types of friends. The ladies who put you in the friend zone, who want you or for herself for attention purposes, but then when a lady gives you attention and is ready to treat you with respect, then she blocks you from the Mrs. Right or the perfect lady for you. You understand? So that's why it's important to know your worth and confront the ladies occasionally and not fall for anything. Not be thirsty, not be desperate for attention, not be desperate for a smile, not be desperate if a lady likes you or compliment you or asks you questions thinking that she's interested in you. Don't crave that from the woman. Now, all women will do this, but most women you have to beware. I went off topic by going from number two to or one B, being happy with being number two, being one B, but be smart at the same time. But it ties in. It ties in as well because you you don't know how much power you have at one B or number two. Ellie says, "No, you're not. One B, number two means just your friend zone. Don't listen to those ladies or the dudes for that matter too, because they see that you have potential to rake up some ladies. You understand? You have a lot of potential, a lot of power you could use, a lot of juice and pull as a right hand man. Even though I'm number two or one B or honorable mention, I am the King who is a child of a living King. I am the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. Greater is he who's in me than he who's in the world, because he is a waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. That's who he is. I accept what Jesus did on the cross. I am born again. So you use all those accolades with you. You had nothing to worry about. Those ladies won't bother you, or the dudes won't bother you, even if they try to reject you or friends on you or block you from talking to other ladies. You'll know what to do. God will put the words into your mouth. God will give you the desire of your heart. God will give you the boldness of taking charge and dominating when you need to be, and being a team player when you need to be too. And that's another thing with one being in number two. You are a leader when you need to be, and a team player when you need to be when it comes to the ladies. You're not power hungry or abuse your power to the point where you always want things your way. You always want to be number one. You always want to be the winner. Because then that's not fun. It gets corny. It gets boring. It gets repetitive. It gets tedious. It gets monotone. You gotta see when you be one B and number two, you can be a team player one minute, you can be leader the next minute. You can mix it up. You add more spontaneity. You add more surprises. Just a little surprise. You can mix it up, blend it up, flip it up, flip the script, do whatever you want to do. It's just something for you to think about. It's your discretion, it's your protocol, it's your prerogative. It's up to you. It's all up to you. But thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. See you later. Stay blessed. God bless. I will talk to you later. God bless.